Hi. So first and foremost, whoever's substituting for me today, I just want to say thank you for coming in and being with my kiddos. So behind me, what you will see um, is so basically layout of my class is there's three groups. I have a yellow group, a green group, and a blue group. They are working in completely different textbooks on my Canvas page. Just ask, you should have access to it. I'll always leave a note. There'll be a subfolder right on my desk for you to see, and it will say, please ask a student to pull up my Canvas page. And then this will be a link right at the top, your sub or lesson plans for sub. Um, and on my Canvas page, you will see detailed instructions on how the classes run, but basically watching this video is all you really need to do. So basically what happens every day is I circle through groups. Um, on my page, the entire school year is already planned out. Every single lesson is already up. All the activities are already posted, including worksheets. If it is a planned absence, everything would already be printed out for you if you need a worksheet. Even I'm pretty organized, so I'm thinking like even if it was unplanned, I'd probably already have it printed out and in here. So when I say in here, so if they're in the green book, all the lesson plans are in here. And then like if it's a worksheet, there's like you'll see in here a folder and I'll have multiple copies of the worksheet. So hopefully you would just open this up and go right in. Again, you would just go on my Canvas, ask the student to log into the Canvas page. And if the student says, I don't know what lesson I'm on, you click on agenda. It'll say agenda homework. And it tells you, it'll give the date, the week, because it goes by weeks. And it'll say, pretend it's the first week of school, say week 1, 9/14, and then I'll say green group lesson 1 or whatever, and then you just click on the link and it shows what lesson they're on and all the different materials they'll need. So the kids know exactly what they're doing. So and then you would know what to reference in these books to pull out, okay, for each group. um so but if in the event I didn't print out the worksheet, everything is online. So if something like that happened, if it's unplanned and I didn't print it out, each student, you'll see a hanging organization chart. I have it for all of my periods. Each student has their own cubby hole, I call it. In the cubby hole, they have their own notebooks, they have their own calculators, they have their own dry erase markers and dry erase boards. Everyone has their own stuff. There should be no sharing. We don't want to spread the germs. That's why everyone has their own area. Okay. Um, so in the event I did not preprint worksheets out, all they would do is go on Canvas. The worksheet would be electronically in Canvas. So they would just click on the electronic version of the worksheet and then they would just do the work in their notebook, which is perfectly fine. So again, that would happen more for an unplanned absence, which would most likely be almost all of my absences. So I have a migraine condition, which I am out a few times a school year with. Um, when a migraine hits me, sometimes I have to go home. If it hits me, I can't pull anything together. Like if I have to go home sick, I have to go home. Or if it hits me in the middle of the night, I'm just out. So they're usually the only reasons I'm absent is over my migraines. But other than that, I usually don't. The only planned absent would be maybe if it was a doctor's appointment or something, but that would be it. So basically, the essentials if you're subbing for me. But again, you'll see that I always have a subfolder right on my desk. So the subfolder on my desk would have like the seating charts where the kids have to sit in their seats. They know their assigned seats, but the seating charts would be right there. I don't ever allow cell phones in class, so don't let them fool you. Their cell phones should go in their cubby holes. Um, um, sorry. So everything you need would be right in these books. Yellow group, again, yellow group worksheets, lesson plans. You just go on the Canvas. It'll show you what week, it'll tell you what lesson. So if it says yellow book lesson, unit 5, lesson 2, you would go to my unit 5, you go to lesson 2, pull out the work for them. Blue book, if it said unit 6, lesson 3, you would just literally go to unit 6, lesson 3, pull out the work for them. Super duper 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 easy, and everything is electronic on Canvas. So even at that, they can still do it. Everything's posted on Canvas. You don't technically really need to access these books. This is just for your own knowledge. Okay. So that is the layout of my classroom. All the answer keys, however, if you would like to assist my students in the math, uh, every lesson, every worksheet, so the lesson I actually teach, the answers to the problems I go through in the lesson that I teach are in here. So the PowerPoint, the answers to the questions in the PowerPoint are in here. Then I do a guided practice with the kids, which is additional questions. So that's in here with the answers as well. And then there's worksheets I do with the kids, and that's in here with with answers as well. And almost um, all of the stuff that's in here that has answers. I also do the step-by-step breakdown in case you don't know how, which you probably would know how to do it. But in the event you didn't know how to do it, it doesn't just give an answer unless it's like the third time we're going through it. So like the first 2 times, I'll have the step-by-step breakdown. And then if it's like the third worksheet, it might just list the answer at that point. So that's about it. Again, I should have an assistant in the classroom who would be very familiar with my routine and can direct you anywhere. But the key thing is to make sure, again, we don't share any of our materials. Everyone has their own material. They do have to sit in their designated seats. No cell phones at all. Their cell phones need to go in their cubby holes. Oh, and same thing. So since everyone has their own materials, nothing at the teacher desk. The kids can't come up to the teacher desk and ask to borrow. There is no borrowing. They can't borrow anything off of my desk because everything they need, I bought everyone their own thing. Everything they need is in their little cubby hole. Okay. I hope you have a wonderful day. I know you will. My students are phenomenal. I love all my kiddos. Every school year, we have great kids in Quakertown. And leave me any notes you'd like. If anything was confusing, please feel free to let me know. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.